Garry posts footage of his preparation for his upcoming fight against Shavkat Rakhmonov. Go check out Ian's YouTube channel. Links in the description.
Hey, we're in Reigate, Memento Mori. We're in a hidden base in the UK. We got some sparring today. This is in spar. It's get ready. It's get the best looks you can from the sparring partners you've pulled in. Go out there and beat them up, get beaten up, learn, get better the next day, get better the day after, and eliminate all of those little minor shot selections that don't work and minimize it into the perfect game plan. Can I have a kiss? Let's go. Come on, dude. Let's go right now. Let's go. Let's go right now. Let's go. Let's go.
Francis Ngannou called out Jon Jones. Francis responded to this post. Jon wrote, "Crazy how being called a duck pays better than most of you internet tough guys will make in a lifetime. 2 fights in 4 years and still one of the biggest names in the sport. That's not ducking, that's winning. God's blessings hit different. Stay mad." Francis reposted that. He wrote, "Blessings make the haters uncomfortable, but they can't change it. There's only one fight, the right fight that will multiply your blessings. Hashtag Ngannou versus Jones." Alex Pereira arm wrestled a pro bodybuilder.
샤마. 샤마 뜻이 뭐고? 샤마.
Let's go.
그럼 마지막으로
Aljamain Sterling posts some footage of him grappling with Merab in preparation for his upcoming fight against Movsari.
Aljo is really strong. It's less than 2 weeks left, and today, this morning, he did bunch of rounds. This morning he did pads with Dennis. He was kicking, and he was sweating a lot like crazy this morning. And now he did a bunch of rounds jiu-jitsu too. He go 2 rounds with me. I cannot do anything. He was on top of me, control me, smash me, and that means that I'm just gonna smash his opponent. Even though his opponent really good, I have so much respect for Mokhtar Evloev. That's how fight game is, you know, strong guy wins.
Tom Aspinall tries to guess UFC fighters by their nicknames.
This is Tom Aspinall, and this is Guess the UFC fighter by the nickname. This is going to be tough.
The Hangman.
Dan Hooker.
Blessed.
Max Holloway.
The Highlight.
Justin Gaethje.
Still Knox.
Still what?
Still Knox.
Still Knox. Pass.
Tricky stupid say.
Still Knox. I've never heard that before.
The Cannibal.
Pass.
Hands over. No Mercy.
I don't know. Pass.
P.T. Anthony. Nomad.
Pass. I don't know.
Shavkat.
Is it?
Polar Bear.
Spivak.
Well done. Magnum.
Neil Magny, maybe?
No, Zhang Weili. The Eraser.
That's Paulo Costa.
Bonus question. Why don't you have a nickname, and what would it be if you had one?
Don't like him. Not getting one. Sorry.
Sonnen says it's either retire or fight Tom Aspinall for Jon Jones. On Good Guy, Bad Guy, Chael said the UFC isn't without leverage here. If they've kept the belt around Tom, it's to let Jon know it's no problem to pull that one off your waist. We've got another one sitting right over here. We've got world champions. They're real easy to make over here at the UFC. I'll let you know what UFC stands. Jon has 2 choices. You fight Tom or you do not fight. There's nobody else going to be offered. In fact, we've got a name that came off the board of possibilities in terms of Alex Pereira. Dana put that to absolute rest, and when the odds maker put it as a 6-1 spread favoring Jones, that fight is gone. So Jon can sit out and not fight, that's true, but he's not going to be in a spot where he could fight someone else. It's basically retire or fight Tom Aspinall. Tim Welch and Joe Riggs discussed the concerning footage that emerged of Nick Diaz, filmed by his ex-girlfriend. They think Nick is currently suffering from a drug problem.
Mighty Mouse here says, what's going on with Nick Diaz? There was that video that came out of his girlfriend filming him. He was in the grass.
Yeah, god dang it.
Picking up grass, saying, I'm fine. Like, he must be on. Thank God they canceled that fight.
Dude, yeah, right?
It's sad. It sucks because you know someone like that, Nick Diaz. I mean, he's had the wars he's had in the cage. You know, he's having double the wars in the gym with boxing gloves, and he's one of those fighters. He's got to eat 4 or 5 shots to give one.
You hear him talking. He sounds worse than others. Like there's a lot of it's drugs. He's just drugs. It sounds like he's punch drunk, but he's not. I mean, I don't know what's going on with him, but he's just man.
Sad.
It is very sad. Before he fought Robbie, he was talking about didn't want to fight, didn't want to do it anymore, doesn't like fighting, and then he didn't fight because he wanted to. He fight because he had to, and whatever financial situation he's in, he's got to fight. It's sad.
Yeah, hopefully he can heal up and beat it.
Bo Nickal thinks Shara Bullet is an easy fight for him.
Henry, let's get it out of the way. They're not going to put you up against Shara Bullet.
You agree with that, Bo? They wouldn't match it up, you know. It would be an easy fight, but for me, there's no problem in that fight, but let's talk about it realistically.
Unless you ask for it, unless you create a storyline, and that's kind of what I'm trying to tell you, Bo. If you create that storyline and you step on those toes and you're able to sell it, he loses to MVP. You know what the UFC does? All right. Let's kill him a shark. Boom. That's how it is, bro. It's a dog world. It's the facts tomorrow.
Dan Hardy believes the current best heavyweight is between Francis Ngannou and Tom Aspinall. Hardy says it's certainly not Jon Jones. Speaking to MMAfighting.com, he went on to say, I think Jon Jones is the pound-for-pound best. I think he's the best representation of mixed martial arts generally that we've ever seen. I think he's still evolving, which is terrifying. But is he the best current heavyweight on the planet? I don't think so. I think the winner of Aspinall versus Ngannou would be the answer. No disrespect in any way to Jon, current heavyweight champion, but not the current best heavyweight on the planet. Certainly not. You play those 3 fights out in any different order, in any different scenario, whether it's in the octagon or the smart cage, or in a boxing ring or whatever, they play out differently every time. The reality is Tom Aspinall is the fastest out of all 3 of them. That makes him very, very dangerous at heavyweight because speed kills at heavyweight. The big difference when athletes start to enter the heavyweight division, the likes of Andrei Arlovski back in the day, you look at those guys and they look like a welterweight that's blown up in size in all the right proportions. That's what's scary about Tom Aspinall. What was he on the scale? 254 pounds? He's right at the top end of the heavyweight division with no fat on him. You can say the same thing for Francis Ngannou. So physical specimens, I would say Jon Jones is the bottom of the rung. The creativity of Jon Jones and the wisdom, the fight IQ, that reigns supreme. I just wonder if he's got that ability in the heavyweight division with someone as fast as Tom Aspinall and someone as powerful as Francis Ngannou. There were times when Stipe Miocic landed on Jon, and I think if Ngannou lands those shots, Jon Jones doesn't get back up. I also think the speed of Tom Aspinall would allow him to land punches against Jon Jones and Ngannou that both of those guys wouldn't see coming and wouldn't be able to stop. The question is, would he be able to do that kind of damage to knock them out? I don't know. I've seen Francis take some big shots. I know obviously he got knocked out by Anthony Joshua, but at the same time, you're talking of an elite level boxer who's an incredible athlete at the same time. I mean, it's just difficult to pick one. Alex Pereira posts footage of himself doing backflips at a trampoline park.
Good!
Islam Makhachev nearly puts his teammate to sleep.
Пока Ислам сказал, усни, Шариф, усни, не сдавайся, Шариф. Не уснул, да? Как не дает, смотри, да как ты... Вчера говорил, что ему никто еще по-любому не делал. Мы с позиции говоришь.
Last night on the DAZN broadcast, Leon Edwards announced that he will be headlining UFC London on March 22nd. The event will take place at the O2 Arena. Leon did not reveal the opponent.
I've got to ask you, we've seen a lot of crossovers recently between the different disciplines. Is it something you'd like to do? Is it something you've thought about maybe stepping into a professional boxing ring one day?
Yeah, 100%. I said to Eddie earlier, like, get me a fight. Watching these fights, watching how hard the guys working. I'd love to one day cross over, test out my boxing skills, you know, so yeah, hopefully.
But that is down the line, of course. We know you want your belt back. When can we see you in the octagon next?
I'm all back in March in London at O2. I'm headlining the O2, so we should be good looking forward to.
And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's from Zexter33. It says, I got knocked out faster than you. Jamal Hill. The second one's from Mr. Murder 0321. Says Pereira really messed Hill up. That dude is never going to be the same. And the final one's from David Gutierrez. Says Jamal is about to get into a heated exchange with Aspinall for not rating his tattoo a 10. Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.